Finally got the Popeyes pickle menu. Got some boneless wings. I got should be the spicy pickle glazed chicken sandwich, the pickle lemonade, strawberry and cream pie. Got a biscuit, goated mac and cheese. So I was gonna see what this video is talking about. I'm always gonna start with this. You know, that's actually a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. I thought for certain this was gonna just taste like pickle juice, but it don't. It got like a very kind of like slight sweet pickle kind of like flavor, but it's actually refreshing. I respect that, Popeyes, I really do. Bite of the goated mac and cheese. With all that goodness. Give you a little close up. So this is the wings right here, boneless. Should be the pickle glaze, but they look good nonetheless. And it's finally good to finally get boneless instead of getting the bone in. And then you got the chicken sandwich right here. And you got your nice, beautiful seasoned chicken. Those little seasoning things look like something related to like pickle or something, all on the bun. Got some sauce on the bottom, some pickles, looking good. But let's open up some ranch. Wait, by itself first. I know what type of time they on with this. So first thing I want to say is, does anybody remember some years ago when KFC was doing the little chicken tenders with the little pickles and all that kind of stuff? They had the Georgia Gold and Nashville Hot and stuff like that. This reminds me of that. I don't know if all of their boneless chicken wings is like this or not, but I really like this personally. The chicken is nice and juicy. The breading is still pretty crispy and crunchy. It's well seasoned, well flavorful. Has a nice pickle flavor to it. Nothing too strong, but you know. And I see one with some of the ranch. I think I put blackened ranch on there, but they didn't have it, so they just gave me buttermilk ranch. I'm okay with that. We ain't gonna waste too much time though. It was the best chicken sandwich they ever came out with. I'm not saying it's leaps and bounds above their classic and their spicy, but it's something special. And this mac and cheese is addicting too. Oh yeah. And then you got their famous, infamous buttermilk biscuit. Now the trick to eating is that you gotta eat it upside down, because of the little butter and stuff that they put on the top is where all the flavor is at, not the bottom. Sauce. A light crisp around the edges. Buttery. Deliciousness. There's nothing more to say. It's not the most elite flavor of a biscuit that you could probably get, but it's still so special. Look at this, man. Oh my God. You put a nice thick piece of white meat, you know? So I can't really tell you well enough what the sauce is with the boneless chicken and the chicken sandwich, but like I said, whatever it is, it's got nice flavor, and like the consistency and the texture of the sauce is very reminiscent of, like I said, when Popeyes was, when KFC was doing it with the Georgia Gold and the Nashville Hot and stuff like that. I remember people was complaining about that, saying they didn't like the sauce, it was just too thick or whatever, but to me, it's perfection. Yeah, when it comes to chicken sandwich, Popeyes is easily the best. Where in my opinion, I would still definitely say that Chick-fil-A still has something to say. Like they're still part of the conversation. But other than that, Popeyes chicken sandwich is really undefeated. Because any of the ones that try to copy the formula more so, not competing. And then they use those nice soft brioche buns. But you gotta commend them, because the ability to be able to make a pickle flavored lemonade and for it to taste so good and not be distracting, that's a huge W. I know we don't always see eye to eye at Popeyes, but I want y'all to know this does come from a place of love. Because in every single way, y'all should be the best with everything. And sometimes y'all not, in my opinion. But when y'all on your A game, y'all definitely do one of the best jobs. I can't deny that, you know. But we talk about like y'all 8-piece cut chicken, not talking about chicken wings or chicken tenders or chicken sandwiches or whatever. I still feel like Church's is better than y'all, but that's just me. But y'all got the sides on lock, the dips on lock, the drinks on lock. Oh, brand. Look at that, nice and orange. Then you got the white letters and all that. Fire. And last but not least, we have the strawberry cream pie. Nice and crispy, flaky. The strawberry cream, it's not like a strong, overpowering flavor. It's like just the right amount. The cream doesn't overpower the strawberry. It works together. And it's fried just so well, like it's just so beautiful in terms of how it's fried. I remember one of my subscribers was asking me about McDonald's pie or something like that. The only way I'm gonna eat the pie if it's a baked pie is if it's like blueberry or something. Other than that, I don't really care for the baked pies. I understand that it's healthier because it's not being fried in grease and stuff, but y'all can't deny that the fried pies are always superior in every way, texture, taste, everything. Another problem with a McDonald's apple pie is that the apple chunks are just too like big. I don't like that. I could prefer more like tinier pieces that easily like kind of like melt or disintegrate as you're eating it, as opposed to having to chew through it and you feel it. No, I don't like that. I don't like that, man. But I'm not really seeing like strawberry pieces in this. It just looks like a bunch of strawberry like jam or jelly or something with cream, and I'm not mad at that. Damn, it was kind of cricket there. I was kind of like nosing it low key, but whatever. But to wrap this up, I would say the chicken sandwich was like phenomenal. I guess a 9.5 out of 10. It's really delicious. It's easily, in my opinion, the best tasting sandwich on their menu, but it's not like it's like night and day, because the other ones are still very close, obviously, because it's the same chicken. It's just flavored differently. The boneless wings were really solid. Those get a solid 9. The pickle lemonade was surprisingly refreshing and good, and it wasn't, like I said, distracting, or you wasn't really just drinking pickle juice like some people was kind of saying. So I'm happy about that. So that gets like a 9.3 out of 10. The pie was really good, but I'm still not like the biggest pie guy out there. So, you know, but for a pie like that, that was, like I said, really delicious, I give it about an 8.5. And the mac and cheese is basically a 10. Well, I ain't gonna say a 10, but it's like close to a 10, like 9.7, 9.8 or something like that, you know. And the biscuit, as notorious as it may be, is like a 9.5, 9.6. But overall, I was very happy with this Popeyes. The only thing that was missing, obviously, was the fried pickles, but they it seemed like they ran out of that very early when I was first trying. And not only that, but on DoorDash, it wasn't even an option. So I was like, whatever, it's not a big deal. So yeah, but overall, it was delicious. I'm very surprised and happy with how things was. Thank you, Popeyes. And it's gonna be it for this video. I love y'all and appreciate y'all. Until next time, peace out.